Now I've got to write something about frogs. An exemplary natural horror exercise, beautifully photographed, actually memorably performed, and being exactly what you might hope it to be, George McCowan directs one of the more satiating natural horror pictures of all time. George McCowan was a Canadian who I know otherwise for directing the 79 post Star Wars cheapo bash that is The Shape of Things to Come, featuring Jack Palance. Frogs happens to feature an aging Ray Milland and a much younger Sam Elliott, and as for the actresses, we are blessed with Joan Van Ark, Judy Pace, and Lynn Borden. If you aren't interested in the nature photography, try three of the prettier women in a 1970s film. There's lots of reasons to enjoy sitting through this flick. Cinematographer Mario Tosi went on to shoot Carrie and also The Stuntman, recently mentioned during this series, and his ability as a cinematographer is abundant throughout the runtime. We all love Nick Ray's Wind Across the Everglades, and there might be no topping that. Although the footage in this film is so rich and visceral, it makes it worth watching the film in of itself, regardless of how scary one finds the actual proceedings. As far as I'm concerned, Frogs is way better than it has any right to be, in that its perhaps inane premise is superbly executed. If you aren't on board with the killer animals in the swamp premise, then okay, seek your fill elsewhere. For those of us on board, it is quite easy to love this undertaking. One of the better natural horror films of the 70s, or just of all time, Frogs is a film that I would expect to entertain most unpretentious audiences that I could screen it before. Oh, and hope to see those seats filled at Sydney's Mahabharata screening tomorrow night, along with the Gods of Stone showing on the 6th, for Bahani's The Circle on the 8th, and Mamoru Oshii's Angel's Egg on the 9th. There's not many better things you can be doing in Sydney on those dates, that you can't do anywhere else at least. Hope you are all well. If you have frogs in your front or backyard, I am told that is a sign that your local environment, as far as your own property is concerned, is healthy. And apparently, if you have frogs in your natural horror film, then that is also seemingly inevitably a quite good thing. Or if you handle it well, which strangely McCowan and TC just chose to do. More so than the previously discussed Night of the Lepus, not so inept it's wildly enjoyable, but so sharply executed that it is very surprisingly enjoyable, and more unexpectedly, sincerely admirable, a cinematic endeavour.